Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my final project for the developer multi-platform application course that I'm doing right now. I do this as a part of my personal portfolio to show that I know English and I know how to explain technical software stuff in proper English. Okay. I don't expect this video to be too long, so we will keep it short. Uh, at first, we are going to, in the first part of the video, we're just going to explain the structure of the application, how everything connects. We will be using the mean stack, okay, and we will show the client, the front end, okay, the two client front ends that I've created, and I will show you the Nest.js code to show you how the API is created and the code, and I didn't log in actually, but it's the database. It's created in the MongoDB website that you can create for free a little cluster in AWS, which it's owned by Amazon. But you can play around with a little space. In the end, it's just a physical place somewhere, which is storing our database, and we will access it through an URL that they gave us with a user and a password that we set in the user inside of the MongoDB website, and this way we can communicate through that we can communicate the API with the MongoDB database in the IWS storage. Okay, this project consists in two client parts. One is made with Angular. It's this one, and it's a website. Okay, made with Angular, and then we have the other one that it's Ionic, but it's also Angular based. It's just that it's more focused on to develop applications, as you may see here in the developer part. I've just this, if you see it as a normal browser, but here I am like simulating a phone, and you can play around with it. Okay. Okay, so this will be the two client parts which communicate with the API through HTTP requests back and forth. And the Nest.js part, it's which give us the API. Here we have it in the port 3000, and this will be the endpoint for the to access the API. As you can see, it's running here. I can just close it and run it. We access to the directory, the backend Nest.js, and we are in, and npm run start dev. Okay, here we go. Now the API it's running. I actually wanted to show you that if I turn it off, it's not working anymore. You see, and because this is not working, it cannot communicate with the website. We have here the client part, which we are running through an ng serve here, and then if it doesn't receive any information because the API it's turned off and it's not working, we have to turn it on, of course. Okay. Once it's turned on, we can continue with the explanation. You see, here it's working. As we can see, this is the backend directory with all the models, the controls, the services, the structures for the objects. This it's the class and the interface. It's here of the object that we are going to manage. This is optional stuff. That's why it has a question mark. And the schema to manage the information. Here in the controller, here we are showing, just in case I'm not explaining myself, this is the Nest.js part. This is the API. This is where we build up our API to communicate with the rest. Here it's not, we don't have the data here. Here we are saying how the data is structured and how it will communicate with the client and with the MongoDB database. Here we have the address of the MongoDB. You see DB database URL. Here we have it, and this is the user and the password. And later, here we have the endpoints. This is the main endpoint for the API, and if we visit the browser, we see that here this is what we are. Of course, not here. Of course, sorry. This is here. It's here. Okay. If we change this, it will give us an error, and because this is the endpoint. If we just visit the local host, the port 3000, it will say does this, and it gives us a clue where to go. So we go to the API, and now we can see the information of the database. Here we are controlling the different endpoints because as we can see the series, okay, here we are demanding the ID of a series. We are passing through the API this through the URL because we communicate through HTTP requests, and we can use this to communicate with it. Actually, if we click here, here we have it. You see, we demanded to the API the ID of this series, and the data shows up. Actually, I'm curious that maybe it's not running. Yeah, it's running. Everything is running. Okay. I'm going to show you now, because now if we refresh, it's working. Now the API it's turned on. It's turned on. Here we can see the different images. Well, actually, it's just a 4 with a swipe, with a carousel, which is checking these URLs. If we visit this, you see you have an image. So here it's just checking the images of that array inside of the object, series object. Here these are objects inside of an object, which have a name and also an image. This is just because we are taking the images from the internet, and it may have mistakes sometimes, but it's not an error of the application actually. For example, if we want to update this this series because the images are wrong, are damaged, they are not showing up. Here we have them. They are damaged. We can erase them. We will take. I have another screen here on my right. I will see. I will search for Mandalorian image. I will copy the URL and I can just add it here. You see, once I add it, I, I have it, and I can erase it again or just keep it there. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to add a second image to show you how you can see them. Here we will change the date, and we can say we're going to see, well, yeah, it's drama, since we are going to add a drama to it, and we will save changes, and we are going to say this is Mandalorian 2, just for the sake of changing something else. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also this is ordered by date. That's why the position was changed, because now I didn't change the year. I checked the um, I marked this month, so now we have it on the top, and we can see the new images. This is saved on the database, and we could check it here. If we want to search, because here we can erase Stranger Things. Here, for example, if we can erase it, I don't want to erase it because it takes some job to update the database with real data. I will keep it there. If I want to add some new film series, I could do it here. And yeah, this is the client part of Angular website. We are going now to check the Ionic Angular based application. This is kind of a web app. We're going to go to the exactly. This is running, this is all running, both of them. They are running here in the Ionic server, for example. You can see that if I terminate this is not working anymore. Exactly, you see, it crashes. So here we have to do it again. But now we have to go to the other directory. cd yes, exactly, and then Ionic serve. This way, the port 8100. It starts the application. Well, it's thinking. Okay. Here we will set the developer tools. It's taking a bit. Okay, now this is like home, the home page. When you get in, this is the path that it takes home. Okay, yeah, you can see it here. When we go to the routes, the routes we have home. It's the part, like the main place where it goes when the application starts. Then if we travel to through tabs to categories, categorías, here we have it, and this is just another page. Here, categorías. We are traveling through the application with the tabs that we have in the bottom. Now this works as kind of as Instagram. If you do like this, if you scroll, sorry, I'm a bit how it's called, I'm a bit clumsy with with my fingers here. Here we have. Okay, it loaded more, and now it will load more. You see, this is kind of like how Instagram or YouTube works, because you scroll down and more and more data appears, more videos or more photographs or whatever. This is an infinite scroll feature. And now we're going to search by categoria. If we click on action, here we can see that we just have action movies, action series, and it does the same. It has an infinite scroll. Uh, Here, this is interesting because this is a searcher. We can search here, for example, The Office, and here we have it. If we want to search for Rick and Morty, here we have Rick, and if we say off, just off, here we have it. But it works pretty nice actually. This part. If we want to go to a menu and have a general menu, we can click here, and it swaps to the left. Here we can go to other places too, like travel to them, and we have a summary of all the categories that there is. But actually, you cannot travel anywhere with that. And the last part that I have to show you, it's when we want to see more details about a series, we can get in, and we can give some like review to the film. Okay, there's a filter to filter your email. If it doesn't have the proper string structure, it will not let you move forward and submit the data. So here you will have to do a dot and something and dot com or dot something, whatever, at least two letters. This way I can say with sorry, exactly 8, and now it gives me an 8 here. But what it does, it takes all the feedback that we are giving, all the marks, and it will give us an average. Now it's going to take the average of whatever. I think it was 8 and 4, and it will give us a 6. You see, it takes the average, and if for whatever reason we do it again just to show that it takes an average. If we make 1, exactly here, 4.3, and this is it. Here we have it, because what it does, it communicates with the it's an update procedure. It communicates with the database. It updates the average. Well, actually, we take all the data, all the array of marks. We make an average inside of the client application. This is handled here. Detalles here. We take all the data to make a puntuación media. It's an average mark. On init, when the page starts, we take the data, we subscribe, we take the ID. You see the ID. This way we have a request on our client side part. Sorry, data service, exactly. Here we can request one data, you see, and it's an API response series which goes to this structure. It's giving us a series. It's the object of a series, which is data, and this is how we get the data. It's communicated this way. This is how the API communicates between the MongoDB and database and Angular. Yeah, well, actually this was this one. Okay, it communicates this way, and later it does all the calculations inside here. It takes the average, it takes the data, and then it push when you submit when you press the button, what it will do is to take the movie, and then it will update the data, and then we will get it again. We will get again the data to update this number here. This way, the client will see automatically the effect of his vote for this film uh, on the client side. Well, this is pretty much the application. I hope you liked it. It took like 20 minutes. And I don't know, give me some feedback. See you.